Hello, this is Fabiana. Today I'm going to interview Jack Charters here. He's from Chartfords, and he is going to explain us how Chartfords came about and what Chartfords is actually. Jack, you're in Holland these few days, and you are trying to help us present Chartfords as a company and as an opportunity. But could you explain a little bit more about it?
Yeah, sure. Sort of where Chartfords comes from is my first venture into referral marketing on network marketing was back in 2001. And I'd been in traditional business most of my working life. And I found referral marketing was the most natural form of marketing I'd ever seen. But I also felt there was problems with it. I just felt that it could have been done better. I found that there's been some companies out there that weren't so ethical, and sometimes the whole thing can get a little cynical. So we looked at the market in depth. The first thing we researched was product. And one of the first things we found out is whenever you're selling something, if you want a company to last, to have any longevity, is the product that you sell has to stand alone, which means that it has to sell without an incentive to buy. What we do in network type marketing or referral marketing, we give people an incentive to buy from us. But for the product to be a standalone product, you need to be able to show that the product sells without any incentive to buy. So we wanted to have a standalone product, and behind that to put a compensation plan, if you like, for members. Because we were going to have the standalone product, the next thing that we researched was a business needs to show that it's trading solvently at all times. And in order to do that, you need to have a controlled process for the payments. You know how much money comes in, so you can work from there how much exactly you can pay out. So because we had a controlled process and a standalone product, the next step for us, because some of the things that I didn't like about referral marketing, was exaggeration. I just felt in some areas there's a lot of exaggeration gets involved. So we made the business transparent. We thought if we're going to have a controlled process, why not let people see that it's a controlled process? So let's make the business transparent so as everyone can see exactly what's happening for everyone else within the program. So, and we wanted a product that was universal. And I was lucky to get involved with some good businessmen, and we looked around the market. One of our directors has been an art dealer for most of his life. And I must admit, in the early days, I'd always enjoyed art, and I'd always looked at art, but never looked at it as a product that I could see myself being involved in on a sales point of view. But the more I looked, I discovered it's a product that everyone has. And often they don't realise. I've actually sat in people's houses, talked to them about art, and they'll say to me, I don't know anything about art. And I'll say, well, you've got lots of it. And they look a little puzzled sometimes. I'll say, well, on the walls behind you.
Everywhere.
Everyone has art. And so it was a universal product. Within Chartfords, within the system, we do intend to introduce other products as we go down the road with the system. But we started with art, and it is a universal product, and people enjoy it. But all products that we sell, all products that you find in the gallery, are value for money standalone products. So that was the first thing that we want to put in place. And then, as I say, put a plan together that was transparent so as everyone could see exactly what's going on. That's pretty much where Chartfords come from.
Yes, because I think you must have had some experiences before that it didn't work. Or other concepts didn't work.
I was lucky in that I got involved in network marketing, was quite successful. But because I'd got involved in network marketing, I met a lot of other people that had been involved in network marketing and heard a lot of stories about things that had happened in the past. I actually saw some really good network marketing people that had built huge businesses, and then the business disappeared. Business sold out, or they changed the rules. And to me, it was always part of the easiest way for me to put it. Whenever a new network market comes to be, they're trying to be a little better than the one that there's been before. So they'll try to pay out a little more than the last one did. And they may be even trying to pay out more than they can actually afford to pay out. So as they start getting down the road, as the network starts to progress, it starts to get a little bigger, they have to change the rules. Or the expression that I found was used a lot for it was they move the goalposts. So it's harder to score a goal or harder to earn money. And the reason for that is the payment process wasn't controlled to begin with. And that again takes us back to the control process, and everyone can see that the payments that we make are always affordable to the company. There were just things that I learned as I went along. There was other expressions that I came across. The 80-20 rule was a great one for me. And it was just something, I kept getting told you can't break the 80-20 rule. And I'm saying, well, what is this 80-20 rule? And the truth is that in a traditional network market or referral marketing system, and people don't usually tell you this, that 80% of people that join don't actually earn anything because they don't actually sell anything or recruit anyone. It's made to sound very easy, so they join thinking that they're going to go out and gather lots of customers. And people often make the mistake, they'll target what I would call an opinion leader in the family. Uncle Joe has been self-employed for the last 20 years. He runs a company, he employs lots of people. If I get Uncle Joe involved in my business, I'll earn a lot of money. But Uncle Joe is very successful in what he does. He's not interested in looking at another business. So I go and see Uncle Joe, and Uncle Joe's not interested, doesn't join. I maybe come home and that give up. People sometimes just give up so easily. So I thought, well, you can break the 80-20 rule. It's easy to do, which is you can put a system together where people can actually earn without selling or recruiting someone. So we put a system together where passive people can earn. Because not only does the 80-20 rule mean that on average only 20% of people that join any given network or system earn money, but the 80% that don't, a percentage of those can become an enemy to that type of business. And that people don't often take responsibility. Let's say, I'm not so young now, but as a young guy I may have joined a network, got all excited because the presentation that was given to me made it sound really easy. Decided I was going to go and recruit lots of people, failed in doing so. The first 2 people I spoke to said no, so I gave up. I threw all you join a lot of businesses, you buy videos and things to set you off. I throw them all in the back of the drawer, and that's it, I give up. But often I don't take responsibility that I gave up too easily. I start to say, that business is rubbish. That business is a scam, it's a rip-off. And if I'm talking to people later on, I may well say, if I find someone's going to have a look at this particular business, I may well say to them, I wouldn't bother. I joined that 2 years ago. I found it a total waste of time, and I lost my money. I don't actually say that I wasn't very good at it, and I didn't manage to recruit anyone or sell anything. So we just wanted to make a business that was different, where you didn't build the enemies, where people can join, even if they don't actually sell anything or recruit anyone, can still earn from the program. And what we've found is that the people that do start to earn passively become active members. The vast majority of them become active members. So it gives everyone, it gives that knock-on effect, that rather than concentrating on 20% of people that's active, the activity level within the business expands and becomes bigger. So the percentage that's active tends to grow.
And do you think that is the power of Chartfords?
Yeah, I think, some of the reasons that make the business powerful are included in those reasons that we put it together. And we just wanted to keep it clean.
So you would say this is actually a business that anybody could do?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I have a friend that has his 1-year-old daughter on his chat room on Facebook, and she's earning from Chartfords. So, I think anyone can do it.
Yeah, that's very cool. And do you think that everybody would be interested in art? Because sometimes we hear, well, art is such a niche. Do you think? but actually you make it quite approachable now.
Yeah, it is a vast market. It's a massive market, a lot bigger than I ever thought it was. Quick Google search, put art gallery in a Google search, and it will bring millions back to you. It is a vast market. I think the market now is estimated to be worth about 65 billion a year spent on art each year. Art on the internet is a small percentage of that, but more and more people are becoming confident in buying from the internet nowadays. The internet's actually been a growing market, even though there's been a worldwide recession over this last few years. Year on year, sales on the internet have increased even through that recession. So people are becoming much more comfortable. They find it easier. You can browse at your leisure through any shop or a gallery in our case. You can spend as much time looking. We do a return policy. If you buy something from us, you don't like it when it gets delivered, you can return it to us. It's a 14-day, no quibble, money back guarantee. So it's just getting people comfortable in buying from the internet. Yeah.
And you send it from to anywhere in the world, right?
Yeah, we do.
And I've seen there are paintings, there are oil paintings with frames already, and these are really the real artists.
Oh yeah, there's originals on there. The originals are all by known artists. Most of them, well, a lot of them are antique as well, those originals that's on there. A lot of artists in the gallery now. We have a real big range of artists. There's hundreds of artists involved now. 2 years ago, I think there was 11 artists involved. And there literally is hundreds, and we have artists contacting us on a regular basis now. But there's some very famous artists involved in the gallery, and emerging artists, so there's a vast range of work that's in there. And there's usually something in there that suits almost anyone. We've all got our individual taste, but it really is a vast gallery now.
Yeah, and the artists, how do they respond to Chartfords?
Artists enjoy exposure. They like to see their work being admired and shown around the world, and we offer them that window. You know, Chartfords is now, well, we've got members in quite a lot of countries. I couldn't say the business was being developed in a lot of countries, but there's members now in quite a lot of countries. I think 30 or 40 different countries got different members in. But still there's only, I think, 5,300 members in the world at the moment. So the company itself is just young, it's just a baby. But we're expanding now. You know, we've just been translating the presentations that we use into different languages. They were all in English to begin with. We've now got presentations, well, there's a Dutch presentation, just gone online. German presentation is now online. There's a French one coming on, I hope, within the next couple of days. There's already Swedish and Polish on there. So as we develop into different countries, we can make it user-friendly for the people in those countries.
Is it expanding fast?
It is now. The first 3 years was quite slow, but we didn't want to do it artificially. Very often when a new market launches, someone, a known and well-experienced networker, will be paid to launch the business. And again, we didn't want to do that. Me and some friends, I don't know whether this film's known about out here so much, but there's a film called Field of Dreams. And Kevin Costner stars in it. And it's an American film, and it's about baseball players from generations ago. And this guy has a farm, and he chops all his crops down and builds a big baseball field. And people think he's gone crazy. And in this dream he has, it's just build it and they will come. And sure enough, all these baseball players appeared in this film. And that was the expression we used. If we build it, we've got the business right, then the experienced people will come. They'll come along. This is my second visit out to the Netherlands. We're here just a little before Christmas, and the business is starting to develop out here great, you know. We're having fun with it. It's now started to really move, so it's becoming fun.
Yes. What is your goal with the company, with the idea?
I met some really good people years ago when I first got involved in network marketing, some really hard-working people that had built some really big businesses that I felt deserved something that would give to them out of this type of business. basically what they work for, and I felt we could put something together that could do that. I really do believe myself that we will finish up having some of the highest paid networkers in the world will be part of Chartfords in the future.
Yes, I can imagine that, because last night you showed us an example of how payments can go. I mean, and that could be daily payments.
Oh yeah. We have people now that earn daily from the business. There's some Long John is a great member. He's based in the UK. Another guy that joined just I think it's the anniversary of him joining this next month, and he'll have been a member for 2 years. They earn money on a really regular basis now from the business. But I don't try and say to people it's easy. If you do decide to do some business, to get it going is the most difficult part. But once you get it moving, it becomes fun. And you earn money with your friends. That's the idea. You know, the business is designed so as if you introduce someone to Chartfords, you want them to earn from the program, because you're not going to earn from them unless they're earning from the program. And that's the thing behind it. You know, you tend to earn together. Rather than earning from your friends, you tend to be earning with them. And that was the idea behind it.
Yeah, that's a great sentence.
That even goes back to the company. From a company point of view as well. Any other business that someone's shown me is they want you to pay your membership fee when you join up, and you pay it again the following year. Or some businesses, you pay a monthly subscription for the site or whatever. We put this together. You will only pay a membership when we know the business works for you. You must have earned a minimum of $1,000 with us before we'll ever charge you a membership.
It's fair.
And your membership will be free, totally free, until you've earned that. And from there we charge $250 a year membership, which I don't think is an awful lot. So we want you to earn, we want you to be successful, because we want you to pay your membership fee.
Yeah, simple actually.
Yeah.
The name Chartfords, how did you come about this name?
Well, we did throw quite a lot of ideas around, but the curator of the gallery, who's one of our business partners, his name is Barry Sapsford, and my name's Jack, or John actually, is the name I was christened, Charters. So it's part of my name and part of Barry's name we came up with, Chartfords. It just had a ring with it. People seem to like it, so that's where the name came from.
Yeah, it's compliant, so it's very nice, I have to say that. Well, thank you, Jack.
You're welcome.
I don't know if you want to share something else with us, and or maybe you have a message for the people that listen to the video.
I think we've probably covered most of the things. If there's any other questions you have, please feel free.
Okay, well, maybe for now, maybe next time we get back to you.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank you.
Thank you.